Samuel 3. There was a long war between the house of Saul and the house of David. But David grew stronger and stronger, and the house of Saul grew weaker and weaker. Sons were born to David in Hebron. His firstborn was Abner by Ahinoam the Jezreelitess. His second, Gilead, by Abigail, widow of Nabal of Carmel. The third, Absalom, the son of Maacah, daughter of Talmai, king of Geshur. The fourth, Adonijah, the son of Haggith. The fifth, Shephatiah, the son of Abital. And the sixth, Ithream by Eglah, David's wife. These were born to David in Hebron. While there was war between the house of Saul and David, Abner was making himself strong in the house of Saul. Now Saul had a concubine whose name was Rizpah, daughter of Aiah. And Ish-bosheth said to Abner, "Why have you gone into my father's concubine?" Then Abner was very angry at the words of Ish-bosheth and said, "Am I a dog's head, despicable and hostile against Judah? This day I keep showing kindness and loyalty to the house of Saul your father, to his brothers and his friends, and have not delivered you into the hands of David. And yet you charge me today with a fault concerning this woman. May God do so to Abner and more also, if I do not do for David what the Lord has sworn to him." to transfer the kingdom from the house of Saul and set the throne of David over Israel and Judah from Dan to Beersheba. And Ish-bosheth could not answer Abner a word because he feared him. And Abner sent messengers to David where he was at Hebron, saying, "Whose is the land? Make your league with me, and my hand shall be with you to bring all Israel over to you." And David said, "Good, I will make a league with you, but I require one thing of you. That is, you shall not see my face unless you first bring Michal, Saul's daughter, when you come to see me." And David sent messengers to Ish-bosheth, Saul's son, saying, "Give me my wife Michal, whom I betrothed for 100 foreskins of the Philistines." And Ish-bosheth sent and took her from her second husband, from Paltiel, son of Laish, to whom Saul had given her. But her husband went with her, weeping behind her all the way to Bahurim. Then Abner said to him, "Go back," and he did so. Abner talked with the seniors of Israel, saying, "In times past, you sought to make David king over you. Now then, do it, for the Lord has spoken of David, saying, by the hand of my servant David, I will save my people Israel from the hands of the Philistines and of all their enemies." Abner also spoke to the men of Benjamin. Then he went to Hebron to tell David all that seemed good to Israel and the whole house of Benjamin to do. So Abner came to David at Hebron, and 20 men along with him. And David made Abner and the men with him a feast. Abner said to David, "I will go and gather all Israel to my lord the king, that they may make a league with you, and that you may reign over all that your heart desires. So David sent Abner away in peace. Then the servant of David came with Joab from pursuing a troop and brought much spoil with them. But Abner was not with David in Hebron, for he had sent him away, and he had gone in peace. When Joab and all the army with him had come, it was told to Joab, Abner, son of Ner, came to the king, and he has sent him away, and he is gone in peace. Then Joab came to the king and said, What have you done? Behold, Abner came to you. Why is it you have sent him away, and he is quite gone? You know that Abner, son of Ner, came to deceive you, and to know your going out and coming in, and all you are doing. When Joab came from seeing David, he sent messengers after Abner, and they brought him back from the well of Sirah. But David did not know it. And when Abner returned to Hebron, Joab took him aside to the center of the gate to speak to him privately, and there he smote Abner in the abdomen, so that he died to avenge the blood of Asahel, Joab's brother. When David heard of it, he said, I and my kingdom are guiltless before the Lord forever of the blood of Abner, son of Ner. Let it fall on the head of Joab and all his father's house, and let the house of Joab never be without one who has a discharge, or is a leper, or walks with a crutch, or is a distaff holder, unfit for war, or who falls by the sword, or and let the house of Joab never be without one who has a discharge, or is a leper, or walks with a crutch, or is a distaff holder, unfit for war, or who falls by the sword, or lacks food. So Joab and Abishai, his brother, slew Abner because he had slain their brother Asahel at Gibeon in the battle. And David said to Joab and to all the people with him, "Rend your clothes, gird yourselves with sackcloth, and mourn before Abner." And King David followed the bier. They buried Abner in Hebron, and the king lifted up his voice and wept at the grave of Abner. And all the people wept, and the king lamented over Abner and said, "Should Abner die as a fool dies? Your hands were not bound, or your feet put into fetters, as a man falls before a wicked man. So you fell." And all the people wept again over him. All the people came to urge David to eat food while it was yet day. But David took an oath, saying, "May God do so to me, and more also, if I taste bread or anything else till the sun is down." And all the people took notice of it, and it pleased them, as whatever the king did pleased all the people. For all the people and all Israel understood that day that it was not the king's will to slay Abner, son of Ner. King David said to his servants, "Do you not know that a prince and a great man has fallen this day in Israel? And I am this day weak, though anointed, but not crowned king. These sons of Zeruiah are too hard for me. May the Lord repay the evildoer according to his wickedness." 안녕하세요. 소중한 사인님, 감사합니다. Hi, precious Miss Cruel, thank you so much. May God bless you, sister. Love you in Jesus. Hi, precious Mavis. Thank you so much. God bless you. Hi, precious Stephanie Matthews. Thank you so much. May God bless you. 안녕하세요. 소중한 주다카님, 감사합니다. 일하시는 중일 것 같아요. 반갑습니다. 소중한 사인님. So much. I'll continue to read chapter 4. When Ish-bosheth, Saul's son, king over Israel, heard that Abner was dead in Hebron, his courage failed, and all the Israelites were troubled and dismayed. Saul's son had 2 men who were captains of raiding bands. One was named Abner, and the other Rechab, sons of Rimmon, the Beerothite of Benjamin. For Beeroth also was reckoned to Benjamin. And the Beerothites fled to Gittim and have been sojourners there to this day. Jonathan, Saul's son, had a son who was a cripple in his feet. He was 5 years old when the news came out of Jezreel of the death of Saul and Jonathan. And the boy's nurse took him up and fled, and in her haste he fell and became lame. His name was Ish-bosheth. Now sons of Rimmon the Beerothite, Rechab and Abner went about in the heat of the day to the house of Ish-bosheth, who lay resting on his bed at noon. And they came into the interior of the house as though they were delivering wheat, and they smote him in the body. And Rechab and Baanah his brother escaped. Now, when they had come into the house, and he lay on his bed in his bedroom, they not only smote and slew him, but beheaded him and took his head and went by the way of the plain all night. And they brought the head of Ish-bosheth to David at Hebron and said to the king, Behold, the head of Ish-bosheth, son of Saul, your enemy, who sought your life, and the Lord has avenged my Lord, the king, this day on Saul and on his offspring. And David answered Rechab and Baanah his brother, sons of Rimmon and Beerothite, as the Lord lives, who redeemed my life out of all adversity. When one told me, Behold, Saul is dead, thinking he was bringing good news, I seized and slew him in Ziklag, who expected me to give him a reward for his news. How much more, when wicked men have slain a just man in his own house, on his bed, shall I not now require his blood of your hand and remove you from the earth? David commanded his young men, and they slew them and cut off their hands and feet and hanged them over the pole in Hebron. But they took Ish-bosheth's head and buried it in Hebron in the tomb of Abner, his relative and once chief supporter. precious Paul. Thank you so much. God bless you, brother. Thank you so much for sharing this precious time together. May God's peace, love, and blessings be with you always. And wishing 안녕하세요. 소중한 두서 김주님 감사합니다. 소중한 뒷목살 빅맥님이신가? 느낌이 왔어요. 감사합니다. 마치려는 중이었어요. 하나님 안에서 하나님의 평안과 사랑과 축복이 가득한 하루 되시길 진심으로 기도합니다. Wishing everyone a peaceful, blessed night. 왜요? 왜 그렇게 생각하세요? 소중한 뒷목살 빅맨님은 어디 가고 싶으세요? 천국 가고 싶으세요? 가셨나? 저는 하나님이 소중한 뒷목살 빅맹님을 정말 사랑하고 계신다고 믿어요. 정말 사랑하시고 걱정하시고 지켜보시면서 천국으로 오길 바란다고 믿어요. Thank you so much. God bless you. God loves us so much. God loves you just as you are.